This is Ignorant in Art Part 2.
So I am here to talk to you about my experience of being ignorant in art.
My first moment of being ignorant in art came when I was very young. I was in elementary school.
And if I'm going to be truthful, I don't like to use the term ignorant with myself. I don't think anybody does.
This is way before I played piano. I was given the part of Linus in a show we were doing. And I was afraid at first, but it was an awesome thrill.
When I was very young, I knew that when I picked up a pencil, crayon, paintbrush, that I felt comfortable.
Right now, I'm working on 4 novels at the same time.
I've always felt that I wanted to be a writer.
I've always been a writer, even since a little girl.
Always learning about it.
Seamless when you learn how to feel the art and express it.
My English teacher told me that, oh, you're going to be a great writer, just continue. But life has a way of changing that for you.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
I did not begin writing until I was in the middle of my dissertation. And I found that writing was a really great stress reliever.
In my experience, ignorance and fear go hand in hand.
Then all of my insecurities came piling up on me. And I decided, okay, what do I usually do if I don't know something? I read about it.
When's that moment that you figure out that you're an artist?
Music library, and got out 3 massive volumes on conducting and proceeded to study how to conduct.
I'm not going to let fear stop me from doing it.
Remember, but it wasn't that difficult, so I had to learn maybe 3 or 4 different conducting patterns. Even then, knowing the patterns and actually leading a group, 2 different things. So I had no idea what I was doing. I go into the first rehearsal. I'm really pretty nervous. I don't want to be looked at like as being incompetent. Certainly not. I want to lead the group. I knew a lot of musicians, and I just wanted it to go well.
And I feel as you can feel hurt, but you can't let it get to you and let it stop you from doing what you need to do to succeed.
It's a little bit ironic because you watch a conductor your whole life, but watching somebody do something and actually doing it yourself and leading a group is very different from being part of the group.
So I went back, learned the lessons, took a few English and writing classes, and went back into it.
So for me, art is very much like this tree right here. It's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to branch out. It's going to continue to move in different directions. And it's not always going to be pretty.
I've had aha moments.
You know, if somebody can read my work and be as happy reading it as I was writing it, my ignorance is no longer within me.
So many projects I've walked away from in my lifetime because of fear, because I was living in that place of ignorance, and I was fearful.
I started writing in the first place. It was just passion and inspiration and a little knowledge. But there's something to be said, I think, for exploring and being curious and being ignorant in art.
Go after your dreams. What have you got to lose? Because if you don't go for that and you let your ignorance get in the way, you'll never know if you could have made it or not.
Am I happy that I did it? Absolutely.
The rain will come and the rain will go. And in that space between are all the things that you don't know.
You can feel hurt, but you can't let it get to you.
Because if you don't go for that and you let your ignorance get in the
Something to be said, I think.
way, you'll never know if you could have made it.
Exploring and being curious and being ignorant in art.
You know, if somebody can read my work and be as happy reading it as I was writing it, my ignorance is no longer within me.
Am I happy that I did it? Absolutely.